Good morning. Today we are going to discuss how we can configure a Java runtime environment very easily. So the first thing we need to download a JDK file. If your system already having JDK file, you need not to download. Otherwise, you just Google JDK. JDK is nothing but Java Development Kit. Okay, so my system is 64-bit system, so I am downloading this file. So there are a couple of results given by Google. So I just downloaded this file that is shown below. So you just install this file by clicking the exe file. You will get under program files. It will be downloaded as Java. You can see a folder here. Inside the JDK Java file there is JDK 14, something some different version may be there, JDK 14. If you double click on this JDK Java Development Kit, that contain all the features and functionalities supporting files, everything stored in JDK. So there is a folder bin file. This is the folder we need to point out while running our program. So this is the location you need to remember. See, program files Java JDK bin. So this part is over. You just copy this URL link. Now the second part, we are going to write a program, Java program. So you can use any of text editor. For the time being, I am using Notepad. So the simplest way how to write a Java program, we need to declare a class first. Class, for example, test. Just listen how the program is writing. We are writing the simplest form of a Java program, a hello world program. So after declaring a class, we need to write public static void main string args. I will discuss everything later. So you need to keep the caps and as Java is case sensitive, you need to remember the small letter and capital letter gives different meanings. So the string S should be capital letter. Okay. Now here I am writing. This is the main function. We have written main function, and I am writing a simple text to be printed. So the code for displaying a text is system.out.println. Welcome to Java. Another printing statement, system.out.println. This is my first program. Okay. Now we can close the main function. We can close the class also. So this is a simple program to display two text while you are running your program. The program will display welcome to Java, and this will also display this is my first program. This is the code we have written here. So class test. Class is most important feature of object-oriented programming. Now we need to remember one thing, that the program should be saved. What is the name of the class? So the name of the class is test here. So your program should be saved as test. Being this is a Java file, the extension should be Java. So your program should be saved as test.java. Test.java. What is the name of the class should be the name of the program. So we are saving this program as some location. I am taking desktop First of all, I am creating a program. My programs. Inside that, I am writing the name test.java. Can test.java. So under the folder name is the folder name my programs test.java. Save it. So two things are over. I have written my Java program. Now I am going to run my program. See, running the program is something you need to take care of. First, you need to open the console. So in run window, you just type cmd command. It will open a command prompt. So first, you need to navigate where your program has been stored. So our program has been stored in desktop. So we need to go to desktop. cd desktop. cd is a command for change directory. So it will go to desktop. So if you want to see what are the files stored under desktop, you can give a command dir. It will list all the directories stored in desktop. So these are all the files currently in my desktop. So our program is, this is my program. So we need to go to that folder, cd change directory, my programs. Okay, so the prompt is now locating the folder where we stored our program. The next phase is, now we are ready to execute our program. If you want to see what are the files located in my program, you can give here dir. It will give what are the files listed. So you can see there is a test.java. This is the file we have just created. From here, you need to set a path. From here, you need to set a path to where the Java folder or bin folder is located. So we have stored our bin folder here. We just copy the location, and here you just need to write a code set path is equal to control V, that is pasting here. This is we need to link between the our Java program to the bin folder. So from the folder where you saved your program, that is my program, to a location where our bin folder is located. Now we are connected between the bin folder and our Java file. We are compiling. We are going to compile our test.java. If the compilation is successful, we need to execute that program. So for compilation, the Java code is Java C, Java compiler. You just write Java C. Then you need to write the complete file name test.java. You just remember you need to mention the extension as well. Let us try whether the compilation is successful or not. Yes, if the compilation is successful, it will give it will prompt to next statement. Otherwise, it will display the number of errors, what are the errors, where the errors are located to. So our program is right now. Our program is successfully compiled. This is compilation. This is most important area of your program, because so once your program has been compiled, our source code Java file has been converted to another format, that is what is called intermediate code or bytecode. Intermediate code or bytecode is generated, and that file will be the same name as the our file program name with extension class. Instead of .java, it will be .class. We can see. Let's go to desktop and let's check whether the class file has been generated. where it is my programs. So you can see test.java, this is our source code. This is test.class. This is the bytecode. This is for intermediate code. This class file can be executed to any platform. It can right now we are writing the program in Windows platform. The class file can be executed in Linux platform. The class file can be executed in Apple platform, any platform. That is why we are saying Java is platform independent. Java programs are written irrespective of any programming language. So we have discussed compilation is over. Now we are going to run our program. Run means interpretation. The second phase of runtime. Compilation is over. Next one is interpretation. So in order to execute your program, you need to write the code Java. Java would be enough. There is no Java C or Java extension, something like that. You just type Java with the program name test. No need to write the extension file .java or .class. Simply you write to the program name and you just click on the enter. It will give the successful execution. So we have written the code here. System whatever we are written here, system.out.println. This is for displaying some text to the screen. So these are all some predefined commands. System.out.println. Welcome to Java. So if you want to write something, you can add here. This is my first program. So the output will be you can see the output will be displayed here. So this is Java compilation. This is Java interpretation. So while running the compilation code or successful compilation, it will create a class file that will be the bytecode or intermediate code. This is how we can set up the simplest way of runtime environment in Java. Thank you.